Hello, fellow Rams. You're watching Ramlife Entertainment. We're enriching the Fort Collins and Ram experience one show at a time. I'm your host, Gabe Pocrass. If you love The Hobbit, you won't want to miss the opening of the Hobbit play at the University Center of the Arts. It looks like it's going to be a fun adventure.
One of the things that this play can do that the movies can't do is it really can put you into it. It's really funny. And then there are just these great visual elements, the giant monsters that come out, and like you probably shouldn't touch them, but you could almost touch them.
It gets darker progressively as it goes along, and all of the creatures they encounter kind of, I guess, visually sort of reflect their environment.
The most difficult thing is to convince the audience that we are going on an adventure while actually staying in one spot.
I drew through every scene, and obviously the last scene has Smaug, so what I decided Smaug should do is his head should come out of this hole, his tail should come out of that hole, and his body should be projected between them so that he looks just enormous.
It's time for our Valentine's portion of the show, and to start us off, we have a special Kelseys Corner this week. I took Gabe to Old Town and taught him how to pick up the ladies. So let's just say it didn't go so well for him. Okay, but I want you to be really direct and forward. Okay. So no small talk, just, you know, I think you're pretty, can I have your number?
Really? Okay, let's try it. Let's find someone. I think you're very pretty, and I was wondering if I could get your number.
No.
Why not?
I'm engaged.
Swinging and a missing.
For every 8 rejections, you'll get 1 yes.
As many of you know, our school mascot, Cam the Ram, recently became a father of 5 beautiful lambs. We went out onto the plaza earlier this week to interview students about the joyous occasion. Here is this week's Ram on the Street. Alrighty, so we are here with
Taylor.
Will. Elin. Do you guys want to try to take a stab at the names?
Oh yeah, bring it.
All right.
Okay. Cam Jr., Moby, Lori, Aggie, Camille.
It's actually Camila.
You go first, bro.
How many? There's 3 girls and 2 guys. The guys were Nikki and Jordan, and the girls were Casey, Amanda, and Kelsey.
That was pretty far off. Lady Gaga's having a social media overload too. She recently got engaged to her boyfriend, actor Taylor Kinney, and she has been posting pictures of her engagement ring online. The ring Kinney got Gaga is worth a reported $500,000. Congratulations to Gaga and her man. If I had $1 million, I definitely wouldn't spend it on a ring. I'd probably spend it on beer. And speaking of beer, I headed to New Belgium for this week's Beer Me. Take a look, my Rammies. Cool. So, can you tell... Action! All right, action. Tell us about Cocomole.
Hi, I'm Adam.
All right, tell us your names.
I'm Emma. We both work at New Belgium Brewing Company.
In the Liquid Center.
Coco Mole is a brand new Lips of Faith beer. It has a deep chocolatey flavor to it, sweet, velvety smoothness, but with a pack of spiciness.
The great thing about it is the chocolate rye that we put in there. It just brings this nice spice that really ties those peppers together.
I love the chocolate taste. The chili taste, to me, it takes some getting used to. Because I don't think many people expect chili. Yeah. I don't think many people expect a chili kind of beer, but once you get used to it, it kind of warms up to you, and it mixes well with the chocolate.
Warms up, no pun intended, right?
Warms up. Like...
You're making a spicy joke?
I plead the fifth. Although unconventional for a darker beer to be released in the spring, New Belgium prides themselves on their unconventional successes. And in the case of Cocomole, it follows just that.
We're sharing this beer, 3 people, 1 pint.
3 people, 1 pint.
You're not sick, are you?
No.
Okay, just me?
So as far as guacamole goes, it's very dark, but it has a red tint to it. The thing I thought that was really unique about it was it definitely had a chili taste to it right off the get-go. And I wasn't the biggest fan of it right away, but after a while I started getting used to the chili taste, and you do have to get used to it, but after you do, you get used to that with the chocolate, and they end up complementing each other extremely well. I'm really glad they brought this back to the Lips of Faith series. I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10.
Yes. Then you drink it. You ready?
Yep.
Action. You can piece all these together. And action.
Nice catch. That would have hit me right in the face.
I thought the splash was going to get you in the eyes.
We're here on the CSU campus doing awkward game shows with CSU students.
This is Awkward with Cassie and Caitlin.
Awkward! Grandma says you can go home because you're eating all the steak.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Boom! Nicely done.
Would you like to stay for dinner? Would you like to stay forever? Dinner would be great.
Mulan.
Hey-o! She gets candy. Righteous! Righteous!
Nemo?
Boo, she gets some candy.
I love candy.
This week on Around the Fort, we are taking a look at the Fort Collins Museum of Discovery.
What we've created here is a very unique blending of history, science, and culture that I think has a lot of appeal for people of all ages. Our Fort Collins 150 exhibit is our first exhibit in our special exhibition hall, and it is an exhibit that details the things that make Fort Collins Fort Collins. So that one has a lot of really interesting stories, particular to the Fort Collins area that I think people really find interesting. Things from Balloon Boy all the way to Auntie Stone. So it kind of runs the whole gamut of what has happened in this town over the last 150 years.
Olivia Landis and myself are going to get some dance lessons from Jessica. So let it start.
Awesome. So we're going to make you two into some wonderful drag performers. Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Keys and D's.
Who do for every screen, waiting on nothing at all. Even when it comes to see it, oh, you still feel small. I'm feeling hollow now. I said, oh, I'm feeling hollow now.
Well, you done me, but I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I'm melted. I fell right through the girls, and now I'm trying to get married now. Before the cool dawn run out, I'll be giving it my best days. Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn. I couldn't give some or learn some, but I...
Ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell Hughes. All right, that's all we have for tonight's show. Thanks for watching, Rams. Don't forget to follow Ramlife Entertainment at Twitter at Ramlife_ENT. If you have anything to say to us, let us know.